Alright, we're here with Belion the Parched. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Belion is a creature, he gets +1/+1 till end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap it. Until your next turn, it's a land. So it's like Brawl, except a lot harder to kill, but you don't get the discount. And then it's a Brawl deck. Oh, look at that. I even impressed the bot. Look at that. Hey, it's the thing that's in our deck. I should actually have a donation thing. Like, if I break the threshold for the rest of that stream, I have to use an accent. Oh, that's pretty good. It's only been 8 years. Surely I can figure out how to set up a donation thing. It's only been 8 years. Please play a non-basic. Oh, you're dumb. So, yep. Is this an island? Okay, it is. It is an island. No, there's no reason to play Village. Doesn't do anything. It's not a real card. Alright, well there's 2 non-basics. Fun just getting in there. Love it. Short. Wow, really? Alright, I didn't really expect that. Unfortunately, the game didn't tap the cool land, so now we're upset. Do they have a 1-mana spell? They do, so probably Fatal Push cut down. We can just play this out. No, wait. We can play this. We can just play this. This is fine. Okay, Dark Ritual? They didn't kill it on my end step there, so I don't know. Okay. They could have went for their commander first? Wouldn't that have been better? We could just cast nothing? I can cast my commander, and if it dies... No, let's just pass. Let's just pass. We're doing the thing we want to do, which is this. So... Alright, now Winter Moon has a little bit of value. And there's still a 1-mana spell that hasn't been cast, and I'm not quite convinced that it is Fatal Push. If it is, I can easily cast my commander 16 times, so I can just... It's not like I'm leaving up mana for anything. So they kill it for the first time, it doesn't do anything, right? Alright. It must be Dark Ritual. Midnight Clock is a card. It's kind of slow, and they probably have a lot of ways to deal with it, but it's certainly a card. And they have Casualty of the War. Is that what that is? That's my guess. Yep, of course. Of course. What are you doing blowing up the non... Okay, they blew up the thing that... they just really wanted their mana. Alright, my opponent just wanted their mana. I think the Midnight Clock is where I'm going for. You can easily play around Winter Moon, I feel. But what do I know? What do I know? Clearly nothing. That's a little crazy, though. Yeah, dismember, that's true. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I'll cast this. Alright, I found something, and I think I will use it here. Because Bronco can draw cards. I don't like that. Emperor of Bones is kind of annoying. Sort of. Doesn't really do anything, right? Oh, it eats my memory deluge. Alright. It does something. It does something. Opponent! Whoa! I'm losing my mind. Oh, this is instant. Okay, I for some reason thought they couldn't do this until, like, next turn. Never mind, this makes more sense, I guess. Still, though. Still. Okay, so... I'm just gonna cast this now? Okay. I can't say I care about that. Let's get ourselves you and you. Before my opponent gets rid of my graveyard, I should probably do this. Alright, I'm behind now. You had a land the whole time? What? Alright, they can block Ice Till Explorer. Huge. This can block the 1-3. So now we just have to stop getting hit by this 4-4. I can make it a 3-3 with this, but that's kind of not great, is it? No. Player commander? Pass? Yeah, it's the Emperor of Bones that's a bit annoying here. Sure, I'll figure it out, though. That can't really be countered, so it's just going to resolve. Alright, we're in need of something here. Jace is pretty good. Let's do Unable to Scream Jace. Put this here. Oh, wait. Yes. Yep. Okay. And then we can play Jace. I can manipulate the top of my opponent's deck. Which I should do. Nope, you can keep that. And then we just pass. I can swing with my commander, but then the 0-2 blocks, so... Alright. We did stuff. The midnight clock's gonna flip, so I kind of have to exhaust my cards in hand right now. Ignores Jace completely. Interesting. Can this copy anything? It can. Alright, well, we'll go to 3. Yep. I don't think another midnight clock is what I currently need, so... keep trying to win with the Jace. Looks like a good idea to me. It is a card I don't want them to play, so... Alright, we just pass, and then I'll Cyclonic Rift in my opponent's upkeep, because I have to. Hey, all right, we got real cards again. You gotta bounce for the counterspell PTSD kicks in, yep. Fair enough. It's my opponent's last card for the turn, so I will just mana drain it. Even though that's a card that can continuously show up. And we're just going for the Jace here. Commander's actually just in. Oh, hey! We just top-decked the game-winning card. That works as well. My opponent's drawing that. You can keep that. I don't care. Game is over. It's not close until I'm dead. I don't think I was that scared of dying there. It's pretty easy to just chill at 3 life. It's not a red deck. Bask in my arcane signet out of the graveyard. I mean, command zone. Opponent gets rid of Scholar of the Trove, and then picks up a... Alright. There's Eye of Vecna in my opponent's deck. My hand is not actually that great right now, but I guess it's not terrible. Nothing? Can I bounce the... No, I'm not going to bounce the Chrome Box. I'm not going to bounce the Chrome Box. Can I survive this? Yep. Can I... Oh my goodness, I can. Alright. I will. This is better than whatever my opponent's going to reanimate next turn. I don't care. Go for it. We're playing Brawl. Or excuse me, lot. We're playing Belion the Parched. Oh no, my... I don't know. Land? Oh, sure. Sort of. So my sort of land. Oh, my opponent's playing Think Twice. That's Not likely, I feel. Oh, I should have tapped Ancient Tomb there, but I didn't. I could have Rivers Rebuked. I can wait, though. I can just do that at some other point. I'm not gonna Fairy Mastermind. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever. Go for it. Uh-oh. I don't think we have an opponent anymore. Oh, wait, there we go. What is my opponent doing? I'm only untapping with 11 cards in my hand. What's the big deal? If they, I'm gonna see if they rope on my turn, because then I have complete freedom to do whatever I want, because they lose priority. Because I would probably cast a Midnight Clock here. But if they were here, I probably would not cast it, so we'll see. Actually, I can at this point probably just bounce with... Yeah, no, I can cast River's Rebuke if my opponent ropes out. Opponent couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle all the blue cards. My opponent had blue cards. You stole my blue cards. You should be totally fine, right? Isn't that how that works? Here, I'll give you 2 life. Alright, let's do this. And... well, now I just pass. Yeah. Well, they have a deck, and they were playing the game, so I don't think that's what was going on here. They also... The only weird thing is they let me... They came back so I could draw off my clue token, and then went gone again. I don't know why. That was the weird part. Alright, get wrecked. Get schmeeded. Hey, I'm on the play. Look at that. Rolled first. Here, I will play my commander instead of search first counter. Because especially if my opponent's just dedicated to trying to kill it. Why would you mill me for 4? I don't get it. Making a non-legendary copy of your commander to hold up 2 mana seems crazy. Wait, I don't know what you mean. Ancient Tomb. Oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if I mill a card... Wait, why is that black? Oh, great. What does that do? Alright, I didn't expect to get Search First Console Online. Why is it busted? We're in a little bit of a pickle here, I think. We're gonna just not do anything. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Oh, the old main phase fetch. Love it. I feel like I'm going to get poked to death by a bunch of random creatures that aren't necessarily this 2/2. Yep. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll take Cryptic Command. Not the most exciting, but I shall take it. I can let my opponent's commander commit deadness, but I'd rather just play the game I'm playing. Feels better. I don't really care about Kaito. They just windmilled that right in the face of a Cryptic Command. That is insane. But I guess they have to, because they want their commander back. No choice. Counter. Bounce a land? No, let's just bounce the Kaito. They didn't activate it first, which they probably should have. Speaking of activating things. Oh, hello, Jace. How you doing? What is Winter Moon doing? A lot. Alright, love it. Winter Moon. Ancient Tomb. Coming in maybe hot, sort of. Maybe, I don't know. I will just brainstorm. Maybe I fetched too fast. Oh well, who cares? Let's get rid of you and you. Do I cast this? I can put that on my commander, but I don't really want to, so I'd rather leave out Mana Leak. If it wasn't for Winter Moon, I probably don't feel like leaving out Mana Leak. I don't know how untapping this works. I guess we'll find out. I don't know how it works. Alright, it just untaps. It's not a land on your turn, so you don't have to choose between it and something else. Time to commit Toxicity. Can I play this first? Why am I so obsessed with playing this right now? I don't even have to play this. I'd rather just play other cards, honestly. I don't even need to cast this. I don't even need to cast this. I don't really care about it, so... I don't know why I'm so gung-ho about casting it. My opponent can just make me discard it now, but I don't really care. It's like 2 combat steps, maybe it's 4 to 5 damage. It's a lot of cards with Jace, though, and probably flips the Midnight Clock, maybe? Sure. I'm not gonna Ancient Tomb. What I will do, however, is just, bounce this? Alright, well, we're in a position to cast it now, but my opponent's saying good game, so I guess we're over it. They're over it anyways, but yeah, they, this, like I said, I don't need it. On the draw again, ugh. Let's get rid of hard evidence. Everything else looks like it has some kind of value. So, yep. Wait. What? How do you have a card? What is it? What? Giant Growth? Tameo safekeeping. Giant growth. Random 2/2, sure. Let's play nothing. What does this do? It gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Alright, that can actually start pushing 4 damage a turn. I don't have a clean answer to that. Might not have a land. That would be ideal. What is this? What's happening? It was giant growth. Okay. Let's play giant growth. Oh no. Am I going to get bludgeoned to death? Unfortunately, I need this island, don't I? No. I'm greedy. Okay. Ooh, is this the fabled... Nope, it's not. I was going to say, is this the legendary instant brainstorm that I've never been caught casting before? I didn't do it, though. Let the record show, I still haven't done it. People fire off brainstorm way too fast. Every time I see someone cast it, I'm like, you should have cast it later. But not everyone's a legacy player. How'd I call that? Because I'm a genius. I have very good reads. Because I've been playing Magic for 22 years. That's how I called the giant growth. We already played a land, I don't have to do anything. Look, if they play Forest and the beats are real, we could lose this game in an unbelievable fashion. Especially if it's a Cavern of Souls. Okay, I want to land, so... Let's get rid of Commandeer and... I think at this point I'm kind of over getting smacked around. So... Let's Stasis Field. I'm tired of the cyberbullying. I want to not lose to that 2/2. Oh, they found a land too. They have nothing to do at 3 mana. That's just obscene. Okay, yeah, that's insane. No card at all in any way or capacity at 3 mana is just nuts. Maybe I should have mulliganed this? Winter Moon doesn't really do anything. Well, too late now. I don't like my situation. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I should have played my commander. Oops! Forgot I had the Arcane Signet. You ever just not cast your commander for some reason? Well, I am now telegraphing something that I don't have, which is probably like Mana Drain, yeah. I should have cast my commander. That was a mistake. Is it too late to cast it now? I want to leave out counterspells for the whole game? I think I can still cast it. They can have the Chocobo, maybe? Ooh, Chocobo's a problem, though. My opponent have Chrome Mox? What's going on here? Island? I mean Forest? I'd be kind of surprised they played an island. Yeah, they haven't played a land yet. Opponent. What's happening? The game just started. It wasn't even a counterspell. It was an unsummon. It was a repulse, or whatever the card's called. Opponent. Oh no. Oh no. What have we done? Now, what have you guys done? I'm not responsible for this. I didn't do that. Wait, what's the narcissist's folly? I forgot. It's like, it didn't happen. And then you go into, if it did happen, it's not that bad. Or if it is that bad, then it's different when I do it. And if it's different when I do it, it's because I'm better than you. I don't know. It's like a flow chart of trying to get away with doing bad things. Yeah, I've never seen him. I've never seen him abuse his wife. It's like, well, bro, it doesn't mean he doesn't do it. I don't think that's Darvo chart. I think that's someone else making the excuse for the person, though. What is that? It's Trailblazers boots? Wait, what? Non-basic landwalk? Okay. Interesting. Oh, opponent. Oh, no. It was an essence scatter. Oh, no. Someone prepared for my nonsense. All of these cards are the same, so do whatever you want. These are the same. These are weird. They took Remand. Alright, there you go. That's what they did. Okay, maybe I wanted to cast my commander. Why do I keep doing that? What is the habit I'm getting into that denies my ability to cast my commander on turn 2? It's like I'm a mono blue deck and I forget that's like a thing you do. Problems? Let's see. 3, 4... Nope, no problems. We're good. It's just a land opponent. What's the big deal? It's very likely going to die here. This is a mono black deck, so I'm gonna need another land soon. There's not really any obligation to upkeep this. I would always end step this, but it works nonetheless. I would always end step that. So no land. Kind of tragic. I can still function though. I can play the game. Oh, okay. Does that reveal my whole hand? It does not. All but one. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil one. Okay. So, some kind of combo thing. Cavern is interesting. Let's get rid of Negate and Quick Study. No, we should get rid of Fairy Mastermind. And then name Elemental. Okay, I don't have to anymore. I probably would not have discarded this island, by the way. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna pass. Dread Presence. I'm annoyed by the cards my opponent has, but they have to have a swamp, which, yeah, I don't think they actually have a swamp, so. Okay, let's play... Let's not let our opponent get value here. Let's continuously deal with stuff. In case they draw a swamp. Oh, all their lands are swamp because of Urborg. Alright. Montu's is another thing. Cast a creature spell short. Alright. We're buckling up for some weird stuff here. Opponent just went all in on that. Interesting. Oh, they have reanimate. Okay. There's nothing I can do. Never mind. I lied. Do I play that, actually? Elemental? Do I play this? Bounce that? Let's just do this. It feels better. Brainstorm is a card. Alright, if they can deal with the enchantment, I could almost immediately lose. But that might be difficult. And apparently it is difficult. Nice. Alright, well now we probably just win. No, that's land. I can just not do anything. I don't even care. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not interested at all in doing anything. The Winter Moon actually impacts my opponent more than me, kind of. Hopefully it's not a counter spell. It's not. Let's get rid of... let's get rid of... No. Let's get rid of Brawl. They didn't kill their own creature, so... I am under no incentive to do anything at all. Orcish Bowmasters? Wow. That's nuts. Okay, well now I can just sort of do whatever, I guess. That was an Orcish Bowmasters, wow. I win? Okay. Uh-huh. Ow. Sure. Alright, we have a Jace Ultimate. I don't know if I had to let the One Ring resolve, but I really don't know what my opponent's going to do around this Jace Ultimate anyways. We shall see, though. I'm not saying it's impossible to play around nonsense here. Let's, yeah, we can play this now. Get rid of Chrome Mox, probably. It's supposed to counter the One Ring? Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm not terribly concerned with a wall of counter spells. And I do have to kill my opponent, and it kind of helps me do that. Wishclaw Talisman. Alright, well they know that's getting countered. Then they can draw... Is it 3 or 2? I don't even know. I think it's 3. It is 3, yeah. Terminus of No Return. Another card that doesn't quite do much here. Let's get rid of... Brainstorm? Alright, they're drawing a ton of mana. Borrow Goif. What does that do? Okay, I'll counter that. I think River's Rebuke just wins on the spot. I think it does. I feel like my opponent's going to concede when I cast this. No, they didn't concede. Keep in mind, there's still the Jace Ultimate, so... Okie dokie. Opponent gets rid of Winter Moon. Sure. I think it was kind of negatively impacting my opponent more than me, so... That's fine. That's fine. They did not cast the One Ring. Huh. I would have cast the One Ring there. Okay. Yeah, probably could have just countered the one ring first time. But where's the fun in that? Consult and just more cards, I guess. I forgot I had a commander, actually. So let's do that. Man, Ledger Shredder is discarding a lot of islands. Kind of tragic. I wish it... Well, I mean, that's fine, though, right? That's just fine. It's not a big deal. Can they cast their commander twice? Oh, hey, it's Mana Drain. What's going on, Mana Drain? How you doing? Doesn't really do much. They'll probably concede with this last... Oh, they drew a swamp. That's really funny. They drew a swamp. Alright, they have one more turn. And I don't think they can do anything with that turn. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's no lethal here? Oh, yes there is, right? With prowess? Nice. Look at that. Alright, yeah, I could have just countered the One Ring, but I wanted to play more Magic, and that involves my opponent drawing cards. But with the Jace Ultimate, I don't really... Why did I have priority on my end step? I don't know. Please play the land, thank you. I'll Mana Drain... Do I Mana Drain that? What do I do with 3 extra mana? Alright. I could just cast Deduce. I don't have to play one of these Delve cards here. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Alright, that worked out. Yeah, that worked out. I don't want to go to discard, and that's just fine. Is this a cast trigger? Nope. already have 6 cards in my graveyard? Jeez. Doing nothing? Uh-oh. Let's be weird then. Do this. Could bait our removal spell. Not quite. I have a weird card to see here, but is it other creatures get the, other tap creatures? Okay. So... I think I can play stock up, right? Yes, we can play stock up. Did I play a land? I did. Get rid of that. A land is still just a fine draw, though. This lets me swing with my commander. They can still trade. They're not going to, though. Oh, opponent, that's crazy. All right. Sure. Wall of Omens? Nice. Oh, hey. We have 2 Fairy Masterminds. I would have not drawn if this was paper magic. So, play this. Yep, play my commander. Sure. Get the trigger. Discard that. Swing. Two Fairy Masterminds, pretty cool, huh? Oh, it's a mono white deck, though. They probably are not going to do that again. I feel like there is some... Okay. I think there's like a 1-mana spell I haven't seen yet, and it could just be this authority. It could just be that authority. Let's flare away our dead card. Oh, wait. Let's do this first. Get rid of... I have too many cards. Let's get rid of that one. Hexproof. Okay, I will just... Yeah, I'll just counter that. Ledger Shredder still exists. So... Oh, shoot. I wanted to play Treasure Cruise. That was a mistake. Okay. I don't think it's a big deal, but I probably wanted to play that. They're going to cast their commander and then probably concede when I counter it. Or that. Alright, I ended the game at 25 life. Look at that. Hand is slightly less disappointing, depending on what Seek New Knowledge decides. Dictates Reddit's mercy. Oh my. Oh my, no duress. I don't lose the game if it dies. We can cast it. Looks like it's gonna die. Alright, that's fine. I can't cast it probably on turn 4 though, so I might as well try here. It doesn't even amount to much if it flips into a land, because it's not a land on my turn, where I kind of wish it was. So this is fine. I didn't have anything to do anyways, except maybe this, which is probably not likely, because this is like dedicated to my opponent's commander. The last opponent we played that was playing this had a bunch of mana rocks, so... Maker of Vivi? What? There's an update coming for the Game Changer next week? How often do they change the Game Changers? So... I could play this. Hold on. If I play that, then I have 2 left. That happens. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I can't do that. Alright, maybe I didn't want to cast Ancient Tomb then. You like Vivi? Yeah, Vivi's pretty, good. I guess I counter anything, huh? Can I play my commander now? 1, 2, 3. I do not lose the game if it dies. We're back to doing that. And it does die again. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? But again, I can just keep sending it out there in windows in which I don't lose when it is dealt with or not. So I'm going to use Mana Leak here. Wash Away has value. I can cast it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cast it again and not lose if it dies, right? Yep. Boop. The last update was April 25th? Okay. That's a weird card. I'm gonna not let it exist. I mean, you might as well block, right? Yeah. Although, blocking, if I ever have, like, River's Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, maybe not the best idea. So, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we're passing. I would, if I had guaranteed got my commander as a land, I probably would have done something slightly... Vampire Nighthawk? Okay. Boop. I will trade with Vampire Nighthawk. Let's brainstorm, because cards are better than not cards. Let's get rid of these two. Let's do that. Please trade. Dang it. Ugh, toxic. Alright, fine. Have it your way. They get rid of a land there. Magic Online is just so old, man. I have some Pauper videos. I have played it in the past. That is... Of all the Planeswalkers they could have played, this is not too concerning. Why are you not swinging at Jace is beyond me. So... Cast Treasure Cruise. River's Rebuke. Is it too soon for that? It might be. Let's do this. You can keep that. And then I can swing at their commander, which they... Planeswalker. Planeswalker, so they have to block. And then... pass. Alright, it does make tokens. I have Aetherized, River's Rebuke, and whatnot, so... What is the ultimate? You own in exile. Okay, so it's not really going to do much. I haven't had any issues with Arena. Today. I could Aetherize here. I don't know if I want to. You just let it go to 1. Why did you not Why are they not swinging with the Vampire Nighthawk? Isn't it free? Oh, because you want to block. I know things. So, bounce... Let's plus again? No, I want to brainstorm. Let's put back Otawara. I don't care about Otawara right now. And I don't care about that, so these can go 7, 8, 9. Oh, I just have Expropriate. Alright, I'll do... Actually, let me go to combat first. They're going to block regardless. Let's just kill the Vampire Nighthawk. And there's nothing my opponent can possibly do to beat this card here, I don't think, so... I'm just going to cast it. Well, I don't think there's anything they can do. They can't even name money. Yeah. And we can draw something else. I don't want that. They're going to lose their Ashiok here. Dang it. Everything's fine. Let's get rid of you and you. Too many good cards now. Tragic. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's play that. I want to draw those cards and present lethal on Ashiok. That last card is castable. They didn't activate Celestius, so it's clearly castable here. I have another turn after this, so I can do whatever I want. And I will. You'd rather concede than press time. Oh, they're gonna cast it. They're gonna cast it? What is it? Oh. Okay. I mean, now I'm just... Now nothing matters. I do whatever I want. I don't need River's Rebuke. Probably shouldn't have got rid of it anyways, but it's too late. I did. Alright, now you can play the game. I'm letting you play now. You can have Phyrex and Arena. And you can play land, sure. Let's bounce that thing. I'm gonna go to 10. Get rid of Essence Catter at this point? Sure. We're gonna go to 8. We're gonna say that this did something for once. That's what we're gonna do. No, I played my land already. Whoops. I didn't hold out for a fetch land. No perfect brainstorm. Oh, did I miss lethal? Could I have cast 3 spells? Oops. They took River's Rebuke. Very interesting. Hey, look at Pilfer. Look at it go. Look at it go. Undoing our unshuffleable brainstorm. Love it. Oh, they see 4 cards, technically. They can only keep 3 of them, though. Yep, it was officially a 4-mana draw 2. Yeah, because I invested 4 mana into it, drew a card. I drew 1 card from each ability. So it was a 4-mana draw 2. That I technically dealt 2 damage. Oh, it's going to draw another card, but I'll say that last card doesn't matter. I'm going to let this resolve because it literally does nothing. You know what? Let's get another card on the way out. Let's draw another card for next game. Opponent, no. Just concede, please. Ugh. Alright. So... Wait, no. Alright, lads. So, it's just Brawl with maybe 1 or 2 different cards. I suppose, to be fair, Brawl can't play Brawl in the deck, so that's obviously not something Brawl's going to play. Every other card in here is about the same, though, that Brawl would just play. This, being in Arcane Signet, is actually quite valuable. I wonder, because this is probably in a lower bracket, if this is just better in normal Historic Brawl, not the midweek thing. Just because it's harder to kill, it pseudo-discounts you because it's a mana source. And actually does damage sometimes. But for the most part, Brawl is just really good. You're not really concerned about it dying. Sometimes you don't even need to play the thing. So it's not too different here. But I don't know. Your commander is not even that relevant when you're playing mono blue counter spells Frogify. You just do whatever you want. And then sometimes your commander's a part of the situation. And sometimes it's not. There's maybe a little bit of nuance in there, just like everything. But it's just mono blue control. It makes people miserable. It's one of those kinds of decks where people... especially in the midweek thing, don't necessarily concede immediately because you haven't presented a win condition, but the game would be effectively over because they can't resolve anything, and you're just going to bludgeon them to death over the course of, I don't know, 10 turns or something. You don't even need to kill them with damage. You could just make them miserable. You know, that's kind of the nature of this strategy here. But... can recommend, fun to play. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so I can drink to something that isn't just my crippling loneliness. All right, see ya. We are, yeah. Punit, you were supposed to block. Ugh. What are you doing? Yeah, I played the wrong Frogify. I don't think it's going to cost us, but... we are now taking damage. Or more than 1 damage. I could just save this one for like a different creature, like their commander. What does that do? What is actually going to do? Okay. Is my opponent, like, in the headspace that they can win playing the weirdest lines kind of thing? What's going on here? So, I guess Thirst is fine here, because we did the things we did. I'll draw those. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Brainstorm. Actually do the thing this time. Get rid of this clue token. Okay, we can swing and swing, yep. Chump block, huh? Wow. At this point I can probably just stop this. But I kind of want to not accept that I made a mistake, so I refuse. Yeah, I'm literally never punished. I can do whatever I want. I've come to this conclusion. I'm unpunishable. We can do that. So now what? Damage to a player. The size of this no longer matters. It looks like we're actually now not punished. Because after the sword enters... Okay. What does this do when it hits you? They have to move the equipment. I'm still losing, though. I think I'm losing still. We'll see. I need help, and I need it soon. I will trade my commander with their stuff. Looks like there's a burn spell, though. Yeah, we're always trading with their Screaming Nemesis. I mean, I could just recast it. I don't even know if it's right to kill my commander. I don't even know. I feel like it isn't, because it's so easily recast. You just keep your second creature. I'm not gonna... I mean, my commander's not doing anything, so... I would have probably just lightning bolted face. My commander's just not doing anything. They did it on my main phase. I could have cast it yet again. That's funny. Oh. The top deck. Well, it's a top deck, but it doesn't do anything right now. Alright. No nonsense, please. That is a little weird, but it's fine. Huge. Runner, runner. Let's get information now. I will actually take a counterspell. Okay. Opponent, you really want to save this burn for my face, I feel. Okay, that one can't go face. Again, they did it on my main phase for some reason. Hey, this thing. It actually draws a card when my opponent goes for their commander. Which is funny. Surveil 1, a temporary 3/3. Alright, get wrecked. No. I can't swing with this thing. And I'm not going to discard my card to it, so... Alright, I'll just do this. Yeah, every time my opponent has killed my commander, I kind of just went up a card, because they killed it at moments in which it was doing nothing. Whoa! Alright, that's good. That's the first Dragon Master Outcast I've, like, ever seen. Both of these are great. We'll just take the cheaper one. No, I don't need Ledger Trigger. Did I play land? I did not? Alright. They're overdue to draw a mountain. It's been a while, actually. Kind of overdue for it. I'm so far ahead, I can just keep my pilfer around. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, opponent. I was having fun. You weren't having any fun? What happened? What happened? Yeah, Dragon Master Outcast is great. Can we consider it a game changer because you can cheat 7 lands into play really quickly? According to Jinkataxius logic, we can. Hey, it's Wither. Alright, so my life total doesn't matter. It's all about my opponent making their life total bad, is the premise here, I feel. But I could be wrong. It could just be play a bunch of 1-mana beatdown creatures and lose that way, so we'll see. Alright, my life total has gone down. Their life total has not moved. Is there swords? Nope. How come no one's playing Path of Exile? Path to Exile. I missed that card. What does this do? I don't care. So, swing. I think I'll just play Curator's Ward. I think we're going to take the turn to do this. I haven't played this card yet, and I want it to justify itself, so... I missed a damage, by the way. As is tradition. Land, and swing... Alright, can I beat a 2-2? I don't like how I have to counter these things. Counter, bounce the... Squire? No, that's dumb. I'm just gonna draw a card. You can't really go wrong ever by just drawing a card, so I'm gonna draw a card. Bouncing this might have been okay, though. Do I deal with it? I just can't be convinced I should deal with this card here. Maybe I should, I don't know. Sephiroth? How dare you? In my midweek event? Alright, I'm gonna deal with it now. It keeps the life... I mean, maybe I was fine to have it trade life totals, because then their commander actually doesn't do anything. Our life totals are, like, too close together. Found a land. Finally found a land. What are we gonna do with it? Yeah, this is a cool commander. It costs 7, though, so... Good luck. I've never seen it do anything. I have no reason to crack these. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We now have a reason to crack them. Expropriate here is kind of lame, but it's still something to do with mana drain, so... Mana tithe me. Come on, do it. Dang it. They have to name money, I think. I think I take the Cleric class? Oh, they didn't name money? What? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Brainstorm. Hey, flow of knowledge. Look at that. Better than Brainstorm. I have one more turn? Oh, hey, the end step, because my commander turns into a land. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. That's actually dope. Right on the end step. I didn't even think about that. Oh, opponent. Opponent? What happened? Alright, lads. So, it's just Brawl with maybe 1 or 2 different cards. I suppose, to be fair, Brawl can't play Brawl in the deck, so that's obviously not something Brawl's going to play. Every other card in here is about the same, though, that Brawl would just play. This, being in Arcane Signet, is actually quite valuable. I wonder, because this is probably in a lower bracket, if this is just better in normal Historic Brawl, not the midweek thing. Just because it's harder to kill, it pseudo-discounts you because it's a mana source. And actually does damage sometimes. But for the most part, Brawl is just really good. You're not really concerned about it dying. Sometimes you don't even need to play the thing. So it's not too different here. But I don't know. Your commander is not even that relevant when you're playing mono blue counter spells Frogify. You just do whatever you want, and then sometimes your commander's a part of the situation, and sometimes it's not. There's maybe a little bit of nuance in there, just like everything, but it's just mono blue control. It makes people miserable. It's one of those kinds of decks where people, especially in the midweek thing, don't necessarily concede immediately because you haven't presented a win condition, but the game would be effectively over because they can't resolve anything, and you're just going to bludgeon them to death over the course of, I don't know, 10 turns or something. You don't even need to kill them with damage. You could just make them miserable. You know, that's kind of the nature of this strategy here. But can recommend, fun to play. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so I can drink to something that isn't just my crippling loneliness.